Hi, good morning. Actually, it's in the middle of the afternoon. I have my hair and makeup done. I dropped the kids off at school, came back home, and got some stuff done. I talked to my dad this morning. Me and my dad are like super close, like besties. And I did a get ready with me video, did some stuff around the house. And I really want to show you guys the books that I have accumulated over the past like couple shopping trips of like Barnes & Noble and Barnes & Noble and I think Barnes & Noble. Oh, so let's do that. I'm going to make myself something to drink and then I'm going to get Chick-fil-A because I am actually starving right now. Now, some people might say that I have a problem, and to those people, I do have a problem. This is the solution. Okay, this is how I fix the problem. It could be worse, okay? It could be worse. It could be drugs. Could be a lot of other bad things, but it's just books, okay? And it's fine. Let's start with the oldest first. I bought these a while ago, and I haven't taken them out because I was like, I'm gonna do a haul. Okay, The Naturals. I've been seeing this everywhere, and I know this is actually, I think this is more of a young adult book, but I love a young adult book. Like, I am almost 30. Holy shit, I'm almost 30. I am almost 30. I am. I'm 29. And I'm still gonna read young adult. I'm sorry. There's something about, like, coming of age stories that are never gonna grow old to me. Maybe when I'm 40 or 50, I don't know. But I'm always gonna love a young adult book, and this sounds so good. For those of you who don't know, let's read it together. Cold cases are about to get hot. 17-year-old Cassie Hobbs is a natural at reading people. Piecing together the tiniest details, she can tell you who you are and what you want. But it's not a skill that she's ever taken seriously. That is until the FBI comes knocking. They've begun a classified program that uses exceptional teenagers to crack infamous cold cases, and they need Cassie. I forgot my dog was out there. I think I just had a fucking heart attack. Oh my gosh, he doesn't even want in. He's like laying outside like a little lizard, soaking up the sun because it feels so good outside. And he stretched and he kicked the thing. Y'all, it hurts in my butt. Okay, let's go back to what I was reading. What Cassie doesn't realize is there's more at risk than a few unsolved homicides, especially when she went to live with a group of teens whose gifts are as unusual as her own. Soon, it becomes clear that no one in the Naturals programs is what they seem. And now, when a new killer strikes, danger looms close. Caught in a lethal game of cat and mouse with a killer, the Naturals are going to have to use all their gifts just to survive. Oh, this is the same author as the Inheritance game. How did I not know that? And I haven't read that either. I want to. Me and my sister-in-law actually both bought those books because she follows somebody on Instagram who like does a book of the month, and like not book of the month the company, but like reads a book a month. And she was like, this sounds really good. And she isn't like a huge reader, but she said she would read that one with me. And I just didn't connect the two. I feel really dumb now. Okay. Oh, Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. Everybody says this is really good. Is it angsty though? Because I really want to know. Let's also read this. Oh, and I got the special edition one. Let's also read the back for people who don't know. Liz Buxbaum has always known that Wes Bennett was not boyfriend material. You would think that her next door neighbor would be a prime candidate for her romantic comedy fantasies, but Wes has only proven himself to be a pain in the butt ever since they were little. Wes was the kid who put a frog in her Barbie dream house, the monster who hid a long gnome's severed head in her little homemade neighborhood book exchange. Flash forward 10 years from the great gnome decapitation. It's Liz's senior year, a time meant to be rife with milestones, perfect for any big screen, and she needs Wes's help. See, Liz's forever crush Michael has moved back to town, and horribly annoyingly, he's hitting it off with Wes, meaning that if Liz wants Michael to finally notice her and hopefully be her prom date, she needs Wes. He's her in. But as Liz and Wes scheme together to get Liz her magical prom moment, she's shocked to discover that she actually likes being around Wes. And as they continue to grow, she must re-examine everything that she thought she knew about love and rethink her own perception of what happily ever after should really look like. I didn't even read the back when I bought this. I just seen so many of my favorite like book talkers, booktubers recommend this, and it kind of seems angsty in the second book. I try not to look at spoilers because I really want to know, but like, is the first one angsty? I'm excited. The Christmas Tree Farm, I mean, this just looks so cute. I know the other one of hers was like really popular around like October and September, and the back of this says, a small town spicy festive romance. Kira North hates Christmas, which is unfortunate since she just bought a Christmas tree farm in a town that's too cute for its own good. Bennett Ellis is on vacation in Dream Harbor, trying to take a break from both his life and his constant desire to always fix things. But somehow fate finds Ben trapped by a blanket of snow at Kira's farm, and despite her grinchiest first impressions, with the glow of the fairy lights twinkling the trees and the promise of a warming hot chocolate, maybe, just maybe, these two lost souls will have a Christmas they'll remember forever. Now that sounds really cute. That sounds harmless. That sounds hallmarky. And when something says spice on it, or I think it's spicy, I do kind of flip through to see how many, like, of spicy words I can find, if you catch my drift. They start with F, they start with P, and they start with D, so I'm just saying. The Summer of Christmas, Lights, Camera, Christmas. Ivy Green receives the opportunity of a lifetime when her screenplay based on her first love, her high school sweetheart who broke up with her 5 years ago, just days before Christmas, is chosen to be made into a movie. She can't wait to get on set, but that's not the only reason for the butterflies in her stomach. Turns out the producer wants to film her in her hometown. In the middle of summer, the production creates a winter wonderland as the locals jump at the chance to join in on the movie magic. Now back home, Ivy is forced to face her ex, Nick Shepard, for the first time since their breakup. But in case it wasn't complicated enough, Nick's budding relationship with the actress cast in Ivy's role stirred up old feelings for Nick and Ivy alike. With a town full of adoring fans and glamorous movie stars, Ivy tries to push her emotions away and focus on making her movie, but how can she ignore the love story that's playing out right in front of her eyes? Now that sounds cutie. Last is The Pucked by Helena Hunting. I just really wanted the special edition. That, I mean, it's just so cute. But we can read the back together because of course we can. I have zero interest in legendary hockey player Alex Waters or his pretty beat up face and six-pack abs. Having a famous pro athlete for a stepbrother means I'm aware that a lot of these guys are notorious F-boys. The only hockey games I attend are under duress. That is until Alex starts talking books to me. Then he becomes more than just a hot body with a face to match, and soon I discovered just how good Alex is with the hockey stick and his pants. But I consider our one night of orgasmic magic just that, one night, except Alex starts to call, and text, and email, and send extravagant and quirky gifts. Suddenly, he's too difficult to ignore and nearly impossible not to like. The problem? Alex is a total player, and me, I don't want to be part of the game. I have excellent taste, I must say. Now, all of these need to be moved to my TBR pile, but I also have more. I have a problem. No, I don't have a problem. I have a solution. That's right. Oh, a lot of these are special edition books. The Binding 13 special edition. I mean, look how gorgeous she is. Look at this. Shannon Lynch, Claire Biggs, Lizzie Young, and then just Gipsy, because duh, it's just Gipsy. That is the cutest thing I've ever seen. I love this, but in case you haven't read this, let's read one of my favorite books. Let's read the synopsis. He wants to save her. She wants to hide. She's damaged. He's determined. Fate brought them together. Love binds them. Johnny Kavanaugh has everything going for him. On the rugby pitch, he's a force to be reckoned with, even plagued with a hidden injury. Everyone knows he's heading straight to the top, but that means there's no room for mistakes or distractions, not even the shy new girl at Tom in college, the one with the sad eyes and the concealed bruises. He needs to stay focused, keep his cool, and not let anything get in the way of the bigger picture, except before he knows it, this lonely girl has become his only picture. Life has never been easy for Shannon Lynch. Bullied and tortured, she arrives at Tom in college midway through the school year, praying for a fresh start and desperate to shake off the demons that plague her. But when she meets the notorious Johnny Kavanaugh on her first day, her plans to keep a low profile are at a serious risk as they fall into a complicated friendship and grapple with their undeniable chemistry. Hidden pain and complicated secrets threaten to be their undoing. But Johnny won't give up Shannon, no matter what it might cost them both. Does that not just make you want to reread? Because it makes me want to read. I had to get Fragile Sanctuary. I actually got this when it came out. Just look how beautiful the sprayed edges are. I love it so much. I'm going to put it up there next to my other copy. And what I love about this is I have the yellow one and now I have the pink one. Another special edition Emily Henry's beach read. Are you kidding me? Like, are you serious? For those who don't know, when the world felt dark and scary, love would whisk you off to go dancing, laughter would take some of the pain away, beauty would punch holes into your fear. Wow, that's beautiful. When I saw Things We Never Got Over, now I will be honest with you, this is one of the only ones of that series that I really liked. Granted, I haven't read one of them. I can't remember. I think it's like the latest one that came out maybe. But I really did love Things We Never Got Over, and I think this is just like the most gorgeous like cover ever. I had to get it. It's beautiful. Mistakes were meant to be learned from, overcome. Mistakes were meant to be learned from, overcome. They weren't meant to destroy. I mean, I had to have it. I had to have it. And then one more is Ruby Dixon, Bull Moon Rising. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I know nothing about this book. Nothing. I went up purely on vibes alone. It was purely on vibes alone, and like, I'm sorry. I had to have it. I haven't even read the back, so this will be fun to read together. Actually, let's read this. In a world of magical artifacts and fantastical beings, a woman determined to save her family joins forces with an unlikely partner, a minotaur, in this steamy romance. As a holder's daughter, Aspeth Honoree knows the importance of magical artifacts, which is why it's a disaster that her father has gambled all theirs away. Now that her family is in danger of losing their hold and their heads, if anyone finds out the truth, Aspeth decides to do something about it. She'll join the Royal Artifactual Guild and the adventurers who explore ancient underground ruins to retrieve the coveted arcane items. It's a great plan, with one big problem. The guild won't let her train because she's a woman. Of course. Of course. Aspeth needs a chaperone of some kind. Oh, I'm gonna assume it's the Minotaur. The best way to get around this problem, it's marriage of convenience now. Marry someone who will let her become an apprentice. Who better than a surly guild member who requires a favor of his own? He's a Minotaur, it's fine. Who is her teacher? Also fine. And he's about to go into rut, which is where it gets tricky. He also has no idea she's a noble. Oops. And he'll want nothing to do with her if he discovers her real identity. I'm sorry, this sounds amazing. I only went off of, like, I did judge a book by its cover and I bought the cover and now I want to read everything in this. So this is perfect. And those are all the books that I bought recently because I have an addiction. I'm gonna go order my Chick-fil-A now and then maybe we can watch a little movie together before the kids get home. I also have to fold laundry. We can do that at the same time. So I didn't actually go to Chick-fil-A. I went to Taco Bell. And if you're like, Marissa, you haven't moved from that place all day, that's not true. Okay? Because I actually did a lot of errands. I had to go and get Sam's Club, and I forgot to take you guys with me for some reason. But I had a lot of Sam's Club things to buy. So I went and got Sam's Club and brought all that stuff in, and now I needed to get some work done and read this book. I guess I don't have to read this book, but like I have to. My brain is telling me to stop everything I'm doing and read this book. So I'm gonna go do that, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Okay, love you, bye.